Mute. Sandy. Mute.
So you didn't miss me today?
Hello.
Oh, I didn't put your face on.
Hello.
Hi, Eileen.
Hi, Sandy. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. Thank you.
Did you have any problems with your power?
I was going to ask you the same question. We had
No,
two
I
blips.
didn't. But Naomi, I spoke to Naomi a little while ago, and her power had been off already for a while.
Oh, it's already off?
Yes.
Oh, my son lives not too far from Naomi, and he said he had two temporary interruptions, like I did, two blips.
Yeah,
It
Rabbi
didn't
Bernie.
even turn off
Bernie
my,
checked it. They're out. Peabody's out, and Danvers is out in certain areas.
Bernie's out?
Yeah, he's out, and he's.
Peabody's not out. I had a couple of blips, but we're not out.
Yeah, West Peabody had blips. Bernie's on the other side of Route 1.
Yeah, no, we had blips and we lost the cable for a split second and came back on.
Don't worry, we have enough people. We have enough people from Rhode Island and New Jersey. We'll get them in.
Naomi's had power off for quite a while already.
Oh, really? Oh, my
Not too
gosh.
bad.
How's she doing?
She
She's
just got home
great.
today.
Yeah, she's home.
Oh, good.
Yep.
She just can't see where she's going.
Oh, that's too bad that she just got home today and now she's.
Oh, I know. What a shame.
Oh,
Well,
hopefully it comes
Philip-
back soon.
Yeah, Philip will take care of her.
He'll zoom up the generator.
They have a generator?
Right.
How was my brother? How did he do today? Did he do well?
Oh, it was fantastic. It was very interesting. Very interesting.
You learned something
Rabbi-
about the calendar?
We learned things we never even thought about learning.
I remember when I was teaching Hebrew school many years ago, the first time I approached the subject of the calendar, I was so confused myself. It was so hard to teach it.
It's very confusing.
How they could figure out such a way to work everything out is beyond me. As my daughter said, because I was telling her about it, she said, well, all they had on their hands was time. I said, very funny.
Oh, very good.
That's her father's daughter.
Time and brilliant people to figure it out, right?
David and
It
Ruth, do
was.
you have power?
They had to be.
David and Ruth, do you have power?
If you're talking to somebody, you must have power.
David,
do.
you
Yeah.
do?
Yes.
Okay, and you're further east than we are,
Yeah, it flashed earlier.
because Naomi has no power. Alan blipped a couple of times. I did that too,
So I did too, yeah.
and Carol did.
Danvers has no power.
Do you, Mimi?
And
I
this-
have power. I have thunder right now.
Pardon me?
I have thunder.
Oh, we don't
thunder,
know
huh?
that yet.
Thanks. You can get this one on.
I guess I should go get a flashlight just to be prepared.
Why I've got the light on for you. Don't worry.
So what? It's good to have friends.
By the way, I want you to know I have a generator in my garage. You won't lose your power. I never, ever have had to use it. Yeah, I haven't. Well,
Rabbi,
She just wanted her.
my
glass.
husband's hobby was tropical fish.
yeah,
We had two big 150-gallon tanks.
yeah.
So we lost power in time because a pole came down from an accident.
Boy,
Was out for like 3 days.
yeah.
Oh,
Because of the fish, we got a generator. Once we got the generator, we never lost power.
Yeah.
It was the best insurance policy we had.
Why when you go
Didn't
on a
get it,
boat,
didn't
bring
get it
your
for
life
us.
preserver.
Forget us. We went to port. He got it for the stupid fish.
did they say thank you? Like blub, 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 thank you?
Didn't Alan have a fish by that same name?
What, blub, 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 blub?
No, stupid fish.
It came from the Purim Carnival.
Who had a stupid fish? Alan had a stupid fish?
They're not gonna go anyplace. She said that laptop is great. They love it.
That was a good one, Elaine.
Pardon me?
That was a good one. They came from the Purim Carnival.
It did. That's the only time we had goldfish.
Hey, us too.
It was brought home for Purim and flushed by Pesach.
Exactly.
It never
Exactly.
survived.
Yeah, they didn't last longer.
We used to feed 'em to, we had arowanas. We used to feed 'em to the arowanas.
The what?
A big fish called an arowana. It was 2 feet long
Oh,
and 8 live goldfish.
Oh my God.
where'd you keep it?
We had a fish tank. We had 2 big fish
Oh,
tanks.
oh, okay.
And one of them had the arowanas.
bathtub.
Funny. Sorry.
Oh, yuck.
Where'd you keep us?
You thought that was funny, huh, Jeff?
I kept it in the freezer.
To bed with her at night.
That's what.
Didn't have to worry about keeping it too long. They never left.
At the Kiddush. The
I'm
next
still chuckling. That was a good one.
All I had was a goldfish bowl.
By the way, the prime rib was awesome this
I
Saturday's
am
Kiddush.
so glad you enjoyed it.
Oh my God, the prime rib was cooked to perfection. Who did
Did
it?
you do it virtually?
Todd,
Todd do it?
Todd, of course, Todd did that.
Yeah, that was really
Todd
good.
tried it.
You're such
I do have an idea.
You do?
Someday when we get back, I do have an idea. I mean, so
Better-
we'll see.
Better,
We'll
well,
talk
you better
about
be
it.
careful. Your idea might burn the house down. Be careful.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
I would
Go ahead.
think it's going to the,
We'll
Blood
talk
surrender.
about it some one of these days.
sounds like.
Oh, it's one of those ideas. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Hey, well, we'll see if people, hopefully people get their
She could decide
Yeah.
to.
let's-
power
let's-
back on. We want to make sure that everybody's in the room tonight when we're finished with the minion. If not, we may have to make some adjustments because I hear that half of some of the Peabody's out and some of Danvers is
Oh,
out.
yeah, we
Really?
kept our power, but we lost internet for a while.
Middleton's A-okay.
Yeah, we're fine. I mean, we're good.
Power came back up, but the internet came back
Our part of
on.
Peabody's okay, although it flickered a couple of times.
Yeah, I guess
The Jacobs just called, they're out of power.
I have a blinking clock, so we must have had a power outage moment.
Oh, it was just for a second. We had it out for a second, but it came right back.
My appliances haven't blinked, so it wasn't any outages here. Just 2 blips.
You had a blip?
2
We
blips.
lost telephone and internet and TV for a good part of yesterday, but so far we're okay today.
Well, it looks like it's back now. I can see you and I can hear you.
Very good, Jeff.
Oh, that's actually a
That's a
tape.
good clue.
I've been alone most of the day today, so.
We could
That's
tell.
Someone is using that as.
We
their
didn't get anything over
ID.
here on the poor part of Peabody. Nothing, no rain, nothing.
I didn't get
It
any.
hasn't
Didn't
it
hear
never
either.
rained here. I didn't see any rain. We just we had the few blips,
rain
no
here.
rain.
Nothing here. Richard, did you get anything on your street?
Nope,
Nothing, yeah.
nothing. No. As I said, a little flickering of the power, but that was it.
I was too busy
How
talking.
was your wife playing with the light switch?
Oh, every group needs a comedian.
Hello, Sue Savvy.
Hi, Sue.
Hi. Hi, Sue. Hi.
I'll be
you
right
doing?
back, Paula. Don't leave without me.
I'm not leaving without you. I'll give you a minute.
My TV went out just a
Did it
little
really?
while
I'm
ago.
telling you, I lost
Then it
something.
went on.
My computer went out.
Did it?
Yeah, Comcast
computer
had
went
an
out.
outage in Peabody.
Oh, did
That's
you
all.
also
There's
say
a
what
video
happened?
there.
I don't think so. It seems to be fine, right?
No, before it went
I don't know. No.
It got
You
so
can hear
dark
every
here.
word
but
you're saying, the
nothing happened.
Spitzers.
I'm just, well, do it before you sit down, then you don't have to get up again.
My cable went out too.
Oh, yesterday when I asked you to get up, you were the same way.
One FBI is.
Yeah.
Okay, in settings tonight then usually has, I think.
Well, we have people here from West Peabody, way out West Peabody. We have people from closer to downtown and Paula's area.
Nothing.
Power.
We had nothing here.
Yeah.
It looked like we were gonna get something, it was black, but nothing came.
Lila's on, she's in Danvers, so she must have power.
And Beverly's in Middleton, she's got power.
Lila, you have to unmute if you want to talk.
No, we did not lose any power, and I
Yeah.
have.
He's back.
Tricky.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, check it out.
Timekeeper. where are
Okay,
you?
7 o'clock, folks. Sorry about that. I had
Wait a
to.
minute, he was supposed to announce he was back, so, okay,
Oh, I'm back. I'm back.
okay. Rabbi,
Yes.
it's 7 o'clock.
Well, Paula, God bless you. Thank you so much for telling me.
You are welcome.
It's a darn good thing you are here. I'm telling you, you are the world's greatest timekeeper. And so for those of us that are going to do the questions, well, I think is power back in Peabody now? Did it come back?
Never lost it.
Never left.
It depends where you were in Peabody.
Rolling Hills is still out.
All right.
Jacobson's not gonna
I mean,
have it.
if the power doesn't come back in all local communities, we may have to postpone the trivia because it's not fair. But we have to put on the questionnaire. On one of the questions, will have to be who's the official Temple Ner Tamid timekeeper. All right, let's get started. Let's mute up everybody. We welcome everybody from near and far on Zoom land and YouTube land and Facebook land. Welcome to our Tuesday edition of Temple Ner Tamid in Peabody, Massachusetts. Afternoon Ashrei Kaddish, and then we'll go to the Ma'ariv service. And here we go. Ashrei Shabetacha, Odi Halalucha Salah, Ashrei Ham Shakacha Lo Ashrei Shnai Lahavti La Lidavdid, Yimchalayim Hamelach Bechashim Chalelam Vaed, Bechaim Bechecha Belashim Chalelam Vaed. Gadol Namaloma Obelik Delato in Cheker, Dor Ledor Shabach Masecha, Gvoratacha Yagido Adark Vordacha Bedivrei Neflotacha Sicha. Bezuz Narotecha Yomeru, Udulatcha Saprana, Zecherov Tuchaya, Bi, Ubitzidcha Chayora, Nenu, Hanum Bracham Aronai, Rachapamodo Chased, Tobranala Kobracham Avakoma, Asab, Yaduchana Koma Sach, Chasidache, Vakucha, Gavob Malchut Chayomeru, Grot Chayda Beru, Lahodil of Neadam Gevura, Tabak Voradam Malchuto, Malchut Malchut Kol Olamim, Mem Shadak Vavador, so Homechan Nelachon and Luflim, Zokefa Polak Wufim, Ene Kolalecha Yusaberu. Yatanatan Lahematochlam, Bito Poteach et Yadecha, almost with a Chocharatzon. Sadiq and Nabacharacha Bachasi Bechoma, Asab, Karovna the Chol Korab, Lachol Shekru, Vemet, Ritson Yereab, Yas, Eviet Shabatamishma, Vioshiem, Shomer Nikolababe Koloshim Yashmi, Tilat Aranai Daberpi, Vivarech Kolba Sar Shem Kachole Lamba Ed, Banach Nunevarech Yamea Tabia Hadolam. And now those of you that are reciting the Mourner's Kaddish may open your microphones at this time, and we'll recite the Mourner's Kaddish together. Those of you saying Kaddish only, please, and let us say it together as close to unison as we possibly can, please. Together. Yit Gadal, Yit Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, Alma, Divra, Chirute, Amlich, Malchute, B'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol Beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kariv v'yimru Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam ulomei Almaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudisha barichu la'ela min kol birchata b'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran b'alma v'yimru Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. It's time for the Ma'ariv service. If you wish to join me for the Baruch Hu, you may, and then right after the Baruch Hu repeat, please Mute your microphones. Vehu rachum mekaper avon v'lo yashchit ve'bal hashiva po v'leir kol chamato. Adonai Hoshia HaMelech Yaneinu V'yom Kareinu Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMvarach
Baruch Adonai Havarach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMvarach Leolam Va'ed. Please mute all of the microphones, please. All mics muted.
I'm muting it.
Asher bevaro mari varavim b'chochma patech sharim. ובלבונם מעשייתים במחלקת הזמנים מסדר את החובים בשמותיהם באחר כי רצונו. ביום ולילה גולל אור מפני חושך, דחושך מפני אור. ומעביר יום ומביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו. אל חי וקיים תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, המרי ברבים. אהבת עולם בית ישראל. עמך אהבת תורה ומצוות חוקים ומשפטים אותנו למטה, כן נלהנו בשכבנו קומנו. נשיח בחוקיך ונשמח בדברי תורתך ומצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ויורך יומנו ובהם נגע יומם ולילה. באהבתך אל תסר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל. You may open your mics and join me as we declare God's sovereignty together with the Shema. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Please mute your microphones all. The Ahafta 8 Adonai Elohecha B'chol lebavcha B'chol nafshecha B'chol me'odecha V'hayu hadvarim ha'ela asher anochi mitzabecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shiftecha b'veitecha v'lechtecha b'derech v'b'shafpecha uvkumecha v'kshatam la'ot al yadecha v'hayu lototafo b'neinecha v'chtavtam am zezot beitecha uv'hisharecha V'haya im shemoa tishmu el mitzvotai asher anochi ונתתם את ארצכם ותיירים על כוש. וסדתי גנך ותעשה וסלח וצבעת ישרו לכם פן יפתלו לכם וסגרם לילה. אחרים ושתביתם לכם וחרפנו לכם את שעת השמיים ולא יהיה מטר. והאדמה לא תיתן תובל ועבדם ירמי על צבא. אשר נותן לכם וצנצור על לבבכם ועל נפשכם ושתם אותם להיות אייכם. והיו לו תזרבו בין עיניכם ולימדתם אותם מפניכם לדבר בם. בשבתך בביתך ובדך בביתך ושפך וקומך. וכתבתם בזאת ביתך וישרך למען ירבו ימי בניכם על האדמה שנשברה על אבותיכם לתת להם כימי השמיים על הארץ. ויאמר אדוני אל משה לאמור דבר על בני ישראל ואמרת עליהם יעשו להם ציצית ידיהם לדור אותם ונתנו על ציצית הכנף בתיל תכלת והיה לכם לציצית וריתם אותו וזכרתם כל מצוות אדוני ועשיתם אותם ולא תטורו אחרי לבבכם ואחרי עיניכם אשר אתם זונים אחריהם למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. ואמרנו כל זאת וקיים עלינו כי אדוני אלוהינו וינזור אותו ונח ישראל עמו. עבודנו מהמלאכים מלכנו הגאולנו מקוף קורצים. אוהל הנפרע לנו מצרינו המשלם גמול לכל אבי נפשנו. העושה גדולות עד אין חקר ונפלאות עד אין מספר. השם נפשנו בחיים ולא נתן למות רגנו המריחנו במות אויבינו וימכרנו על כל שונאינו. העשה לנו ניסים וכאן בפרעה אותות ומופתים בימות בניכם. המכה בבורתו כל בכרי מצרים ויוצא את עמו ישראל מתוכם לחירות עולם. המעביר בניו בין גזרי ים סוף ואת רודפיהם ואת צונאיהם בתמותי בה, ורוב עניו גבורתו שיבחו והודו לשמו, ומלכותו ורצון קיבלו עליהם משה בני ישראל, לכנו שירה בשמחה רבה, ויאמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה. מלכותך ראו בניך בקיים לפני משה, זה אלינו ויאמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי יפת אדוני את יעקב ולומר חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גואל Yisrael. You may join me together with the Hashkivenu in English. Here we go. Help us, Adonai, to lie down in peace, and awaken us again, our sovereign delight. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, O God, who watches over us and delivers us, our gracious and merciful Lord. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace now and always. Praise are you, Adonai, eternal guardian.
Praised are you, Adonai, eternal guardian of your people, Israel.
And we'll ask you to please mute your mics. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom. V'amidenu malkeinu l'chaim b'frosolenu s'chat shalomecha v'takneinu b'yitzatav v'amilfanecha v'oshenu l'man shemecha v'hagein b'adeinu v'yaser me'aleinu v'yavderu v'cheru v'rov v'yagon v'yaser satam milfanenu m'achareinu v'b'tzel kanafecha tastirenu ki el shomreinu maserenu v'ata ki el melechanu v'rachumata Ushmo tzaytenu v'menu l'chaim v'shalom tabi adolam baruch atah Adonai shomer amo Yisrael lo'ad baruch Adonai le'olam amen v'amen. Baruch Adonai Mitzion shochein Yerushalayim hallelujah. Baruch Adonai Elohim Elohei Yisrael osen avlod lo v'do baruch shem kvodo le'olam v'yamalek v'do kol haaretz amen v'amen. Hikvod Adonai le'olam mismach rabamasa v'shem Adonai mevarach metav olam. Ki lo yitasher amo v'yavur shemo hagadol ki goel Adonai lasot etchem lo la'am v'yar kol ha'am v'yaflu al panehem v'yamru Adonai hu ha'Elohim Adonai hu ha'Elohim v'hayad Adonai melech al kol ha'aretz b'yom ha'hu yiyeh Adonai echad u'shmo echad yichastecha Adonai Eloheinu kasher yichanu lach Asherenu Eloheinu b'kavseinu v'asanem min hagoyim l'odot l'shem kodshecha l'mishtabech v'tirotecha kol goyim asher asita yavo v'yishtachavu l'fanecha Adonai v'chvodo l'shemecha ki gadol ata v'yoseh niflaot ata Elohim levadecha v'anachnu amcha b'tzom aritecha nodeh lecha le'olam l'dor v'adon nesaper tilatecha baruch Adonai bayom Baruch Adonai b'alayla, Baruch Adonai b'shachpeinu, Baruch Adonai b'komeinu, ki b'yadcha nafshot ha'chaim v'yametim, asher b'yado nefesh kol chai v'ruach kol basar ish, b'yadcha afki ruchi pedita, oti Adonai el emet Eloheinu shebashamayim. Yached shimcha v'kayim melchutecha tamid u'meloch aleinu le'olam v'ed, yiru eineinu, v'yismach libeinu, v'tagel nafsheinu b'shvatach be'emet, B'mor l'tzion melach Elohayich, Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Ki ha'malchut shecha hina me'el timloch b'chavod, ki lanu melech ela ata baruch Adonai. HaMelech b'kvodo tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed, v'al kol masav. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah. B'yalma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechonu v'yomechonu v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael b'gala u'v'izman kari v'yimaru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevarach le'olam u'l'olmei omaya Yebarach v'yishavach v'yiparvid romam v'yidnasei v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemir kodesh abarichu Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush bechata v'nechamata. Damiram bi'alma v'yemaru. Amen. And we stand for the Amida. If you choose, the Amida will be silent. I'll say it softly, undertone. This is the appropriate time for your own personal prayers. Say it from your own Siddur. And again, a reminder, on every day announcement, you can download the prayer book if you wish. And so you can say the prayers on your own or just say the prayers in your own heart. Those work as well. The silent Amidah. Awel agadol agibov and Rel, Yom Gomel, Chasim Tovim, Vegneakol, Vizocher, Zevot, Umevigol of Nevenem, Mach Mabiavam, Melachosef, again, Majmagin, Baruch Hatarnai, Magin Abraham, Fokid, Sarah, Atagibol, Lamanai, Mechamitim Atara, Lahoshia, Mechakel, and Bechesim, Mechamitim, Rachamim Rabim. So Mechnoflim, Barofe, Cholim, Matera Surim, Kaimanatol, Shene Afar, Mechamocha Bag, Rot Midamalach, Melachmitim, Chamatzmech, Yeshua, Benaman, Talachimitim, Baruch Hatarnai, Mechamitim. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh v'kudrashim b'chayim milot chosar v'rochanai hoel hakadosh ata chonen l'adam da'at ulamed lenosh b'nachaneinu mi'etchadeya b'naviyaska baruch atanai chonen hadat ashiveinu avinu tortecha b'karbenu makenu levotecha v'chasivenu b'tshuva shlema lefanecha baruch atanai harotze b'tshuva slach lanu avinu ki chatanu machalanu mikol Malkeinu ki bashanu ki mochevo soleach ata. Baruch Adonai nochonenu mavelus loach. Re'ena v'eineinu v'riva riveinu. Ugaleinu meraraman shemecha ki gel chosakata Baruch Adonai. Go El Yisrael. Refaenu nai b'nei rafeh v'oshenu b'nihi b'sheya. Ki toratenu ata b'ha'alei. Refuah shlema l'chol mechotenu. Hirosofen necher na Eloheinu b'lavotenu shetilach me'ra refuashim amina shamayim frat hanefesh frat haguf et kol hacholim v'chaverim sheli min ner tamid v'yet b'tok she'achala Yisrael v'chazech et yidei hoskim b'tzarchehem ki el melech rofeh neman v'rachman ata baruch Adonai rofeh cholei amo Yisrael Barech aleinu na Eloheinu et hashana zo v'kol minet v'ata l'tova Tem bracha al pnei ha'adama v'sabenu metuva v'rech shenatenu kishanim hatovo Baruch Adonai mevarech hashanim T'kabeshav hagadol l'cherotenu v'sanes l'kabetz gulotenu v'kabsenu yachad me'bakam fot ha'aretz Baruch Adonai mekabetz nidchei amo Yisrael Hashiva shovteinu kabarishana v'yahatzenu chavat chila v'haser mimenu yagon v'anacha u'malach aleinu ata Adonai v'dacha v'chesed v'rachamim v'tzadkenu v'mishpat Baruch Adonai melech ohev tzedaka u'mishpat v'lomar shema al tiyeh tikva b'chol asher kareget aved b'chol levecha mera yicharetu v'hazedi mera ta'aker u'teshaber u'tchmager Takniya b'meravi ameinu Baruch Adonai sheberavim u'machnia zedim ala tzadikim v'al hachasidim v'al zegleim chabeit Yisrael v'al pleitat savarehem v'al gerat tzedek b'yameinu v'yamur rachamecha Adonai Eloheinu v'tein tzachar tov l'chol ha'bolchim b'shimcha be'emet b'simcha kenu imahem le'olam lo nevosh ki v'chavatachnu Baruch Adonai mishan miftach l'tzadikim Yerushalayim recha barachamim tashuv v'tishkom b'toch ha'kasher dibarta ובני אותה בקרוב בימינו בעניין עולם, וכיסא דוד מהרה לתוכה, תחים ברוך אתה אדוני בוני ירושלים. את שמח דוד עבדך מהרה תצמיח וקרנו תרום בתשובתך כי לשבתך כי קיווינו כל היום. ברוך אתה אדוני מצמיח קרן ישועה. שמע קולנו אדוני אלוהינו חוס ורחם עלינו וקבל ברחמים ורצון את תפילתנו כי אל שומע תפילת ותחנונים אתה. ומפניך מכנו רקם אל תשיבנו כי אתה שומע תפילת עמך ישראל ברחמים ברוך אדוני שומע תפילה רצה אדוני אלוהינו מעמך ישראל ותפילתם בשבט עבדך ותפילתם בעבד תקבל ברצון ותחיל רצון תמיד עבודת ישראל עמך ותחזינה עינינו בשובך לציון ברחמים ברוך אדוני עמך לזיר שכינתו לציון מודים אנחנו לך שאתה עונה להם ולתנו לעולם ועד סוף חיינו מגן ישענו אתה ולטוב הדור. נודה לך נספר תהילתך על חיינו המסורים בידיך ויד נשמתנו Abegudot lach beyond this secha shebecho yom imanu beyond the vlotecha v'tovertecha shebechot 8 ever b'voker b'tzarayim. Atov kilo charuach hamecha v'machem kilo tamucha sedecha meyolam kivinu lach v'yal kulam yiparach v'mam shimcha makenet amid lelam v'v'cholachem v'chsalav v'luat shimcha bemet ha'el yeshuatenu v'ezotenu sela baruch atah Adonai Atov Shimcha Ulechana Elehodod. Shalom Rabbi Yisrael Chaviakol Yeshvei Tevel Tasim Nolam Ki Atahu Melech Adon Dechol Shalom V'Tobenech Leberach Adam Chai Yisrael B'Chol 8 V'Chol Sha'a Bishlomecha Baruch Ata Adonai Hamevarech Et Amo Yisrael B'Shalom. And if you wish to join me now for the passage after the meter, the personal prayer, please do so at this time. My God, keep my tongue from evil, my lips from lies. Help me ignore those who would slander me. Let me be humble before all. Open my heart to your Torah that I may pursue your mitzvot. Frustrate the designs of those who plot evil against me. Make nothing of their schemes. Act for the sake of your compassion, your power, your holiness, and your Torah. To my prayer for the deliverance of your people. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, my rock and my redeemer. Hoseh Shalom. Shalom Aleichem. Ve'yakov Shalom. Shalom Aleichem, Ve'yakov Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, Ve'yakov Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu v'yakov Yisrael v'yemaru. Say amen. May the one who brings peace to his universe bring peace to us, to all the people of Israel, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, and all who dwell on God's earth. And we together say,
Amen.
Amen.
And at this time, we're going to say the Misha Barak for those who are ill. And I just got word that the power is still out for some people, so not everybody's with us tonight. So for those that can't get on tonight, we're going to make extra stronger prayers for them and make sure that their prayers are heard as well. I will say this to you. Today is a day, we all have these days in our lives that we never forget. Today is one of those days for me, in that today I had the honor and the privilege of officiating at a bris or a brit milah of an adult. I was able to be present when this gentleman who accepted our covenant at the age of 29 years old went through the process. When God told Abraham to circumcise himself, he must have been a little meshuggah, but he did it because he had faith. This guy did it because he had faith. And so today is a day that I will never, ever forget. And I promise you this, when we have the chance, we're going to be able to share all of it with you. But tonight I'm going to pray that Wadi, my student, who will be finishing his conversion with us next week, that he has refuah shlema tonight. So I'll ask you all, when you do say your names tonight, to include Yaakov ben Sarah. Misha Berach Avatenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah Yivarech v'Rafei et Yaakov ben Sarah.
Bernice Heyman.
Ben Sarah.
Benita Rizzo. Bob Cecil.
Rivka Bad.
Howard Weinberg. Karen Escambeni. Yaakov Bat Sarah. Ben Sarah.
Rivka Bat Rachel. Carol Gorvitz. Jeffrey Neiman. Gloria Cakes.
Marie Finger,
Sherman.
Arlene Sugarman, Anne
Sharon Stern,
Yaakov Ben Sarah.
Jenna Lebowitz, Sheila Rosenberg.
Tova Bachmuel Elka.
Amanda.
Callan Kenny, Melissa Schaefer.
Michelle Rosenman.
Miriam Bat Avraham, Jeff Schultz, Rabbi Sid Schenken.
And if everybody has said the names you wish to say, please mute your microphones at this time, all of you. וכל החולים בקהילה קדושה הקדוש ברוך הוא ימלא רחמים עליהם להחזיקם ולפרותם וישלח להם מהרה ורפואה שלמה מן השמיים ורפואת הנפש ורפואת הגוף בתוך שאר חולי ישראל. Ashta Bhagavasman Karib Nomar Amen. God bring blessing and healing to all those that we've just mentioned, all those that we know of and those perhaps that we do not know of, those who suffer an illness within our congregational family. May the Holy One mercifully restore them all to health and to vigor, granting them physical and spiritual well-being together with people everywhere who may be ill and suffering through some form of an illness today. Misha Beirach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength who blessed the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Beirach Imotenu Mikor HaBracha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. Kaddish Shalem, Yikara Bikarash Meiraba, Biyama Divraki Rutevi, Makmakte Bechaychon of Yemechon of Kadachol Beit, this Rabbi Galozman Karibi Yemaru, Amen. Yehesh Meirabam Mebarach, Leolam Lo Meomaya. Yebarach Vishtabach, Vipar Vitromam, Yitnasei, Vitadar Vitalev Lashmer Kodesh Abarichu. Leila min kol berchata b'shirata tush berchata v'nachmata damiram be'amav v'yimru. Amen. Tikabas lo tanaboton l'chol Yisrael katam v'vahon d'vishmaya v'yimru. Amen. Yehei shlom rabba min shemaya v'chaim alein v'l'chol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'l'chol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. You may open your mics. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol l'tekel l'alios v'lo asayet v'lo v'lo samanu adama shelo samanu ahem. Regolenu kechol hamonam, barachnu koreim, umimshachavim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Yeholim Shemayim Elohim Hu Akatu Orato Be'adatayom Behashevota Elevavecha Aki Adonai Hu Elohim B'shamayim Mimah Ve'al haaretz Ve'al haaretz mitachat Enon Kakatu b'toratecha Adonai Yimloch le'olam va'ed. V'nemar ve'haya Adonai le'melech ha'aretz. Hayom hahu hayom hahu yeh Adonai echad. O Shema, O Shema, O Shema echad. O Shema echad. At this time, we'll ask everyone to mute except for those of you about to say the Mourner's Kaddish. For those of you saying Kaddish tonight, for a loved one or a yortzeit, please say the name of the person you're remembering if you choose.
Lucille Finger.
Ruben
Sherman.
David Krasinski.
In tribute to our loved ones, we invite those mourning and observing a yortzeit to now rise and join me in reciting the words of the Mourner's Kaddish together. Yit gadal v'yitqadash shmei Rabbah v'yalma dibra amlich malchutei v'chayom yomechon u'chaye kol beit Yisrael Ba'ahava u'bizman karim ve'imru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba La'olam Ulamei Omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramah v'yitnaseh v'yitahar v'yitdalal shemei kudusha b'richu. Le'ela min kol shata b'shirata tushbachata v'namata v'amira b'yom amen. Yehei
Moma Rabba min Shemaya v'chayim alim v'al kol Yisrael v'imeru amen. Oseh shalom b'rama Uyaseh shalom aleinu al kol Yisrael v'imeru amen.
Does someone have a yortzeit tonight? Does someone have a yortzeit tonight?
Yes.
Who is that?
Alan Finger.
Alan, I'm sorry. It's hard for me to see. Alan, would you guys like to lead us in the Psalm for Wednesday?
Sure. On the fourth day of the week, the Levites recited this psalm in the temple. God of retribution, Adonai, God of retribution, appear. Judge of the earth, punish the arrogant as they deserve. How long, Adonai, how long shall the wicked exalt? Swaggering, boasting, they exude arrogance.
They crush your people, Adonai, and oppress your own. Widows and strangers they slay, orphans they murder.
They say Adonai does not see. The God of Jacob pays no heed.
Be sage, you simpletons. When will you fools be wise? Surely the one who shapes the ear can hear. Surely the one who forms the eye can see.
Surely God who disciplines nations will chastise, teaching mortals to understand. Adonai knows human schemes, how futile they are.
Blessed are those whom God disciplines and teaches Torah, training them to wait calmly in adversity until a pit be dug for the wicked.
Adonai will not abandon his people. God will not forsake his very own. Justice will return to the righteous, and all upright in heart will strive for it.
Who will stand up for me against the ungodly? Who will take my part against evildoers?
Were it not for God's help, I would be in my grave. When my foot slips, your love, Adonai, supports me. When I am filled with cares, your comfort soothes my soul.
You are allied with seeds of wickedness, with those who frame injustice by statute. They conspire against the righteousness. They condemn the innocent to death.
Adonai is my refuge. My God is my sheltering rock.
God will repay them for their wickedness and destroy them with their own evil. Adonai, our God, will destroy them.
all. Let us sing to Adonai. Let us rejoice in our Creator.
Let us greet God with thanksgiving, singing psalms of praise. Adonai is exalted beyond all that is worshipped.
One of you want to take the Hebrew, or shall I?
No.
I'll do it. After all, you needed to leave me something, right? Tonight, we are going to call upon Rhonda Spitzer, who is going to announce or introduce the Psalm of the Season tonight, and then read the Psalm of the Season. So, good evening, Rhonda.
I unmuted myself.
No,
You're on.
Hey, hang on.
You're unmuted.
Yeah, but she lost the screen.
Oh, that's because I took the screen off. Are you going to talk first, or?
I'll talk first.
Okay.
Rosh Hashanah recollections. My earliest recollection of the Yamim Noraim is being a little girl, getting all dressed up, meeting my friends on Shirley Avenue, and giggling as the boys put chestnuts in their handkerchiefs to pop us on the tush as we walked by. Not a great memory, but a vivid one. The boys laughed and the girls ran away, mostly pretending to be frightened. And where were we going? We were either off to Shul or to the JCC for services. I was off to both. Bubby was waiting for me at the Rosh Hashanah Shul, the Shul for Russian immigrants. I would walk up the balcony where Bubby had several seats. It was important for me to go there so she could show me off to all of her friends and tell them that they need not ask what page the rabbi was on, as I went to Hebrew school and could find it for them. Not so, as I was quite young and had just started my Hebrew school education. Another memory from my childhood in Rosh Hashanah was Dad coming home from work with his new high holiday shoes. Dad owned a scrap metal company in Boston and worked from sunup to sundown. Those new black shoes were the shiniest I had ever seen, as Dad showed them to us with pride. Now, for anyone who knows about the scrap metal business, black shiny shoes are not a necessity. And thinking about it now, I wonder why he needed new shoes every year, since he went almost nowhere and the shoes were never worn after Yom Kippur. Back in the day and living in a Jewish ghetto, we lived in multifamily houses. Bubby owned ours and lived on the second floor. We lived on the first floor. And for those of you who may remember my cousin Connie Gamil of blessed memory, she lived on the top floor. Bubby owned the house and loved having all of us there for all the holidays. Cooking was nonstop. We ate every meal with Bubby during the Jewish holidays. Only Bubby could trust her cooking to be kosher and correct for that particular holiday. More sponge cakes were baked on Rosh Hashanah in her kitchen than in any bakery, and everyone she knew received one. As the years passed, nothing much changed with the holidays. It was wonderful to know that each holiday we would all be together. Then at the ripe old age of 15, I met Stuart, and he became a part of our holidays. He joined me at the JCC for services, and often we ate at his house. Bubby was fine with that, as long as I brought a sponge cake with me. Although I could go on and tell you about the holidays Stuart and I celebrated in New Jersey and Connecticut while raising our daughters, I will bring this up to the present. Our holidays are now spent with our girls and their families at Alyssa's and Seth's house. With our Rabbi Perlman's help and guidance, Seth has recently become a cantor. Stuart and I have been blessed to be able to pray with our family, as Seth has been conducting services for the past several years. However, Stuart and I happily sneak in a few services with you, our TNT family. Our high holiday prayer is for us to be together in person with you to celebrate the holidays for many years to come.
So beautiful. Thank you. These recollections are really so meaningful for all of us to put us in that spirit and bring us towards tshuva, bringing us towards the Rosh Hashanah. So thank you so much for sharing that. And now,
my pleasure.
With the two of you, are the two of you going to do the psalm for us, or?
Sure. Adonai is my light and my help. Whom shall I fear? Adonai is the strength of my life. Whom shall I dread?
Evildoers draw near to slander me. When foes threaten, they stumble and fall. Though armies be arrayed against me, I have no fear. Though wars threaten, I remain steadfast in my faith.
One thing I ask of Adonai, for this I yearn, to dwell in the house of Adonai all the days of my life, to behold God's beauty, to pray in God's sanctuary.
hiding me in his shrine, safe from peril. God will shelter me beyond the reach of disaster and raise my head high above my enemies.
I will bring God offerings with shouts of joy, singing, chanting praise, Adonai.
Adonai, hear my voice when I call. Be gracious to me and answer. It is you whom I seek, says my heart. It is your presence that I seek, Adonai.
Do not hide from me. Do not reject your servant. You have always been my help. Do not abandon me. Forsake me not, my God of deliverance.
Though my father and my mother leave me, Adonai will care for me.
Teach me your way, Adonai. Guide me on the right path. Confound my oppressors.
Do not abandon me to the will of my foes, for false witnesses have risen against me, purveyors of malice and lies.
Yet I have faith that I shall surely see Adonai's goodness in the land of the living. Hope in Adonai, be strong, take courage, and hope in Adonai. Adonai.
Thank you so much for that. And Yasher Koach to you, and thank you for your beautiful words. Time for the Mourner's Kaddish. Anyone who is saying Kaddish may open your microphones at this time, and let us say the words together. Here we go. Yit Gadal, V'yit Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, V'yalmad Livrach Hirutei, V'yamlich Malchutei, V'chayechon Uv'yomechon, Uv'chayei Techol Beit Yisrael, Ha'agala Bizman Pari V'yamru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevarach La'olam Ulamei Omaya. Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yipa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yitaleh V'yithalal Mei Dekodesha Barichu Le'ela Min Kol Berchata B'shirata Tush B'chata Amirani Allah Amen. Yehi Shlam Rabbain Shemaya V'chayim Aleinu Yisrael V'yamru Amen. Oseh Shalom Rama Oseh Shalom Aleinu Ya'al Yisrael V'yamru Amen. At this time, we'll ask everybody to please mute the microphones. I believe that Adele is not with us, so pinch hitting tonight will be, I hope her voice is back, the Mimster. Mimi?
Yes, my voice is better, and I hope I don't squeak as much now as I did last night. Thank you, Rabbi, for leading services. Thank you, Rhonda, for your beautiful words tonight. They were great. And those who were able heard Rabbi Eli today did a great job on his Lunch and Learn. It was fun, educational, and enjoyable. Tomorrow night and Thursday night services will be at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 o'clock, and Saturday morning 9:30. And Abdullah is what time, Rabbi?
I don't know.
Okay, Abdullah sometime, say around 8 o'clock.
I ate something. I'll tell you in a minute. Hold on. I don't remember.
You can tell us later.
You know, it is 8:07 or something.
8:07.
Like that. Something like that, yeah.
Well, last week was 8:21. Okay. Don't forget, if you want to Moxler for the holiday, please fill out the form that was sent to you so you know who to give Moxlers to. Fill out the questionnaire. Don't forget your tzedakah boxes. And I believe we're going to go on with trivia tonight, even though many of us are out with don't have power.
How many people are without? Do you know that? I mean, there are a lot of people missing tonight. If they are, we could reschedule. I don't want to,
I can't tell you. Maybe half dozen.
Well, it's up to you. You're the boss. What shall we do?
I'm not the boss.
By a show of hands, should we go on with trivia tonight or wait for people and do it on Thursday night?
Rabbi, we have no power here, but we're able to go online to still do this.
You don't have power, but you're doing it with your battery. I got you.
Yeah.
That means some people don't have it. All right,
I think you ought to postpone it, Rabbi.
I think the fact that people are working with batteries and in all fairness to the people that I know are just dying for this. They just really are dying for the opportunity to come on and do Temple Ner Tamid Peabody. I think we will postpone it till Thursday night. All those in favor, please raise your hands.
I can't do Thursday.
Wednesday. Tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night's good.
Tomorrow night's good.
We'll just push it off one night. I would hope that the power is back on by tomorrow night. All those in favor?
Aye.
Well, see,
Aye.
all right,
Aye.
all right, it's anonymous. All right, so
And I hope the categories too.
since I said it that way, which you all know I know the word unanimous, I'm going to end with our sound of the month. If everybody will mute, and we'll finish tonight, and then we'll be back tomorrow night. We'll send out a notice. Tomorrow night we'll do the trivia night. We're going to end with our blast, so please mute your mics. And remember, when you hear the blast, just as when you heard people speaking, like Rhonda spoke tonight, and when other people are speaking, try to bring yourselves back to the day, the moments when you stood in that synagogue, either with your parents, your grandparents, your loved ones. Bring yourself back to that moment. If I can get it to play. We wish everyone a Laila Tov. Have a good night, everybody.
Hang on, Rabbi.
Yes?
I've been practicing.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I think Jeff's got you beat. Have a good night,
Oh, I
all.
know he does. Yes, I got a little one, and I'm just learning.
Richard.
Good job, Richard.
It was a good job, Richard.
I'm
The
trying.
other one got a better
Rabbi.
tone.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Oh, yeah. This
Thank
is a
you.
little one I got from Lappin.
It was a good.
Very good,
Good
Richard.
job,
Thank you,
Richard.
Rabbi.
Thank you. Thank you.
I look pinched it.
See y'all tomorrow.
Richard played it too.
Good night.
Yep.
Stay safe.
Shalom.
Night, all.
Good night.
All
all.
right.
Night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. I just let the rabbi know that tomorrow night we'll do the trivia, so we're all set for tomorrow night. Have a good night, all.
Good night.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Bye.